And we are back here at Spirit of Oneness again with Terry Christine. Terry, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, I'm very honored. Thank you.
What is the name of your business?
So, actually, I go by Terry Christine.
Perfect. That's brilliant.
Yes, it is. It's so wrong.
What are you offering here at Spirit of Oneness this weekend?
So, I'm an internationally known intuitive energy healer and psychic medium. So here I'm offering sessions that I specialize in clearing limiting beliefs within the subconscious. So I'll scan the body real quick. I'll be able to tell their weaknesses and their personality, their strengths, where they've created these weaknesses, by whom, how old they were, and then I'll put my hands on them. It doesn't necessarily have to be like that all the time, but when I'm face to face with people, I do like to touch them, and then I'll shift out within that body, because the body I look at as like a chest of drawers. I'm like, ooh, there it is, and then I pull it out and then shift it for them. It can feel like, you know, a muscle spasm without any pain. It can feel tingling cold. They can get emotional. But whatever the body responds to when they're letting something go.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
It's so magical.
Oh, wow. Okay. And how long are your sessions here that you're offering?
I'm offering two different ones. So one for 15 minutes and one for 30 minutes. Those are the ones that know they want to commit and let something profound go.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been doing this for over 12 years now.
Okay.
And, well, you know, this is what I do for a living. You know, I had my own spiritual epiphany many years ago when dinosaurs flew. And I realized that some of this is really simple yet profound. And so I teach intuitive development. I do coaching online. I do group energy clearings in Salt Effects here in Harrisburg and in Bethesda where I live. And then I do hands-on work when people come to me or they fly me. I've been flown to Boston many times to heal people. I've been on Real Housewives of Potomac. I've been on Hay House Radio, Beyond the Ordinary show. I mean, my experience of being out there is a mile long. However, I'm showing people that there are alternative ways to heal from their past.
Wow.
Profound.
That is. It really is. And you've done so much. You really get it out there.
Well, you know, if as an entrepreneur, the business, I'm a master manifestor, and so I had to add that into the entrepreneur because I don't sit back and wait for it to happen. I think it, I feel it, and I take guided action on it, and that's a master manifestor, and that's what I've been all my life. And so as growing up, my parents, I have a brother and sister, and what was happening was that I would manifest something that I wanted, and it was so profound that my parents started telling people not to give me stuff because the pile was big over here, and they got little stuff. It was that big. Yeah, exactly.
I think one step people miss is the action.
That's exactly right.
That's the big one.
Because they can think it, and they can feel it, but then they think after that it's going to come to them.
Exactly.
But you really have to work it. You have to trust, number one, that's so huge, to trust to step into it, and then the end result is going to happen as it happens. So if it's uncomfortable, and believe me, as enlightened as I am, I still have uncomfortable moments. But those moments, as I breathe through it, get to the other side, I say, okay, I needed to set boundaries, or I really needed to learn from that, or I needed whatever I needed. But it gave me that time to sit and think about that experience without pushing it away and saying, it's never going to happen again.
Right.
Because we have a tendency to do that. And then that still ends up remaining your limiting belief until you decide that you want to go and let that go and do something about it.
Wow.
I know.
Okay, you brought your book. Talk to us about your book.
Thank you. Whoa, The Secret Power of You. Yes. I know. Well, it's a guide to mastering your inner greatness. And so I've been able to, as I said, I'm a master manifestor, so I was able to meet Don Miguel Ruiz, who wrote the 4 Agreements. So he's endorsed my book.
Nice.
I know.
Nice.
Thank you. And so what this is I use this as a tool for success. I've sold over 950 copies before I got it on Amazon, and I have, I think, almost 30 reviews, and they're all 5 stars. But what I did was, as I teach intuitive development, I realized that this is fun and it's easy. It doesn't have to be hard. And what we've realized is that we think that this stuff has to be hard. And
Now,
so
do you believe it's a choice? You can
choice
choose
to-
to learn under fire, or you can choose to learn through ease and grace.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. So when people come to me and ask me, what is my purpose? I say, to expand and grow. Everything else is a choice.
Yes.
So when you brought that up, kudos for you, because it is a choice.
It is.
But we have a choice to wake up being happy, a choice to eat oatmeal for breakfast.
Yes.
But it is a choice to say, I'm done. I want more of what I want versus what I have. And then you have to step into it. And there's the biggest part, the fear of stepping in. And so what I've done is created this tool, thank you, that will allow you, there's simple yet profound techniques in here to see your limiting beliefs and how to let them go. And once I realized how simple this was, I said, you know, I gotta share this. Just share it with a little bit more. Because when I had my spiritual epiphany, I say to people, I didn't have me. Isn't that funny? I didn't.
No,
I was
you didn't.
totally no. I was totally separated. I have a story, but it's too long for right now. But I totally separated from my innerness, and I was living so far outside of myself to please someone else. And we had 2 little girls, and then I became an empty shell.
Yep.
And then once I realized, okay, there's more to this. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of crying, literally crying. And then as I left that relationship, then I started having these amazing miracles. People coming to me, people started saying, people giving me messages. I mean, I'm telling you, crazy things that I never knew existed. I wasn't in this arena before that. And so when I do my workshops, I tell them, I was sitting in your seat.
I was you.
Yes, I was.
Yes.
And then as I progressed over time, and then as I'm teaching, and then I'm clearing people, and you know where I am today, that I needed to share a little bit more so you could anchor into a little tool. So I've created the Secret Power of You book so that can help you in a profound way.
Now, how could someone find that book?
Amazon.
Amazon. Okay.
And here, I've got plenty here at the show.
Great.
And I do have them, and I carry them at all my workshops. And if you come to my workshop, I did have it just a minute ago. But when you come back next year, that I do give one away.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, if someone wanted to contact you, how would they do that?
So I'm on various different platforms,
Okay.
but my website is Terrie, Terrie, Christine, CHRISTINE.com is my website. I also am found by my name, Terrie Christine, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. I have many, many videos of different topics. Again, a tool for success to
Yeah.
help you get out of your monkey mind.
Nice. Monkey
And
mind,
Monkey
yes.
mind, yes, yes. And I'm on Instagram. I love Instagram. Who doesn't, right?
I'm not very good with Instagram. Jen's real good with it, not me.
It's fun though, you know, just taking a little picture going, ooh, look at this.
Exactly.
You know?
Have you done your picture by the wings yet?
No, I'll do it. But I fly already. My wings are already
You do fly,
attached.
girl. Outstanding. Now, how many years have you done Spirit of Oneness?
This is my first year.
Is it?
I am a virgin.
I was going to say that.
See, I'm reading your mind. Girl.
Congratulations.
Psychic.
You are. You're very naked right now.
Nah.
Now, a lot of our viewers are new to the spiritual community.
Yeah.
Or they've been around the block but are struggling.
Yeah.
So, in all those wonderful things you said, if you had one pearl that you would like to leave them with today, what would that be?
Trust. To trust. So many people come to me and they're right there on the verge of, but that verge is like what's keeping them: doubt, shame, the fear of the end result, or what if, right? So you have to trust. Like I said, no matter what, how much do you want what you want? That is so key.
It's so, yes.
Right?
It's huge.
It is. And so if you want it like I wanted it, that's how I ended up. I actually catapulted myself here, not well physically here, but here in my spiritual journey by the pain that I experienced getting out of that relationship. So instead of pushing it away or harboring or being angry and holding on to that, I said no. So I used it, and then that's when all the magic happened for me.
A lot of people get lost in the fact, and they forget that emotions are meant to be moved through.
Right.
And they get themselves stuck, either
Yes.
trying to hide from them, compound, or they sit with them.
Right.
So
Right.
that's great.
Right. And you know, even in the corporate world, so what you'll find is that I may be saying something like, you know, I don't know, angels, when someone could say the energy around you. But it
Exactly.
means the same. So the corporate word, you know, they may think, ooh, that's woo-woo, but we're saying the same thing, my friends. So I can shift that. I can say something different. But in my space, in my time, and what resonates with me is that I'll talk about a collective consciousness, source energy around you, whatever you want to call it, higher self, source, light, or God. You know, I'll use the word God, but then you'll find I'll say source.
Right.
You know, whatever resonates or feels comfortable for you. But when you're resonating with a particular word, then you can have a tendency to be limiting yourself within that word. So open
Yes.
up to say, there's more to something here, so come and join us.
And it's one of those things where you resonate with the vibration, not so much
Right.
the word.
Right.
Don't get hung up on the term.
That's right.
It's the vibration.
Right. But you know, there's some that they are told by their parent, listen to me, do it this way. And so now you have a program pattern to listen to those words.
Yes.
And then you get all, you know, jammed up.
Monkey mind. You get monkey mind.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining
Aw,
us.
can I hug you?
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
yes. Oh, sisterhood. Thank you, girl.
It's been great.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.